One of the most common questions I get as a human design expert is, what do I do if I don't know my exact birth time? And this is really important. If you don't know your exact birth time, you're not going to get down to the level of energetic frequency map to your own design. And this is likely a question that's come up, if not for yourself, it may have come up when maybe you're a reader yourself or somebody in your family, a loved one, doesn't know their birth time and you're curious, fascinated about their human design body graph. I wanted to come in today and share with you what I do in this situation. Now, let's assume that we've already done all of the regular things like checked with parents or grandparents, gone back to any birth records, the hospital, anybody you can get in touch with, but you're still coming up with no real answer. Well, the thing that I do in this situation is I use a pendulum. Because you're interested in human design, I know that you understand the power of energy and energetics. And pendulums work by tapping into the energetic frequency around us and within us. Now, I have a pendulum here that I purchased at a spiritual fair, actually. And I'm going to show you how they work and how it can support you in finding out this information. So pendulums are yes-no devices. What they're going to do is allow you to narrow down until you get to the birth time. And I'm going to show you rather than tell you because it will make so much more sense. Firstly, if you want to get a pendulum, the place to go, I believe, is Etsy, if you want to get one quickly. When you first get your pendulum, there's likely going to be some information about how to set it, but I will show you the basics. You're basically going to work with your pendulum. Mine is here. And what you want to do is make sure that your pendulum understands how to give you a yes answer and a no answer. A yes answer is when the pendulum naturally and of its own volition rotates right. And a no answer is when it rotates left. Now, I've already set this one, but if you were going to set your own pendulum, you would use your energy and tune into it and say, when the answer is yes to my question, you're going to spin to the right. When my answer is no, or your answer is no, you're going to spin to the left. I'm going to show you the example. Now, by the way, you're watching this on video, so it may look opposite. When the answer to my question is yes, do you understand that you're going to spin to the right? Took a moment, but as you can see, it is now spinning to my right. I'll show you no as well, just to show you how crazy this is. Pendulum, when my answer is no, show me that you understand by giving me the sign for no. Now, as you can see, it is now spinning left. I know, they're amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to come up with a birth time based on my father. Pendulum, my father was born on the 8th of February, 1946. Paul Mayer, born in Balmain, Sydney, Australia. Please help me ascertain his correct time of birth. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep narrowing it down until we get a final answer. Pendulum, was my father, Paul, born before midday? Yes, he was born before midday. Pendulum, was my father born before 6 a.m? No. So that means that he was born between 6 and midday. Pendulum, was my father born between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m? No. So now we know that he was born between 9 and 12. Pendulum, was my father born between 9 and 10 a.m? Yes. Pendulum, was my father born between 9 and 9:15 a.m? No. Was my father born between 9:15 and 9:30 a.m? No. Was my father born between 9:30 and 9:45 a.m? Yes. 9:30 and 9:45 a.m. Was my father born between 9:30 and 9:35 a.m? No. Was my father born between 9:35 and 9:40 a.m? No. Was my father born between 9:40 and 9:45 a.m? Yes! Crazy, right? And I did that last one because I wanted you to see that even if we don't force it, it still comes up with the answer. I've been able to identify doing this exercise right down to a 5-minute window. You can keep going down to a 1-minute window, but this is really very, very close. I would take this information and use it as 9:43, for instance, and be very sure that I had gotten down to the time of birth for my father. That's it for this episode. I just wanted to come in and make sure that you have something that you can use in the situation when the person that has a body graph, and this works for astrology too, doesn't know their exact birth time. Yes, if you're a human design reader, I'd suggest you keep going right down to the minute and you're good to go. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Bye for now.